We wanted to do a vlog.
Just came and met you guys here, so we're just looking for some cash. So just went
No,
to the
show money.
no, not the shell money.
Okay, I was wrong.
ATM. I just went to the ANZ ATM and then I waited for your mom at the Westgate ATM. And now we're going home.
And we are off the grid.
And
we are off the grid for the next 24 hours.
Yes, internet reception is not very good at home where we live at Relwana village, so if we have to use the internet and data, we might have to come drive out to Malapao. Yeah.
Disregard everything I said.
In August 2019, my family went up to Papua New Guinea to a place called Rabau, and we did a blessing of the headstone for my dad, Ainui Viia, and for my uncle, Leslie Irima. So the purpose of our trip was to put the headstones on their graves because they died together. They were only like 3 weeks apart. So that's the reason why we went up there. So we had been planning this all along with my brothers and sisters, and we decided that we'll do it in August 2019. So when we arrived home, the day after we arrived home, we just took a short stroll up to the cemetery, and we just had a look at the graves. The men, there were 6 guys who were working on the headstones and the tiling at that point, and they were busy working away, and we just had a look at what they were doing, and also paid a visit as well to our mother and grandmother, who is buried in the same cemetery. Hello, Mantau. How are you? That's Leslie.
How are you?
And us?
You still remember me?
Mantau. It's one of the people who's been around, and it's a choir master as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, Imat. They are just together.
No, we are
together. They died 3 weeks apart. My mom's father. And they were always very close in terms of working with the church. Tabi, rabay mo labor. Kaya, ipa. Namure. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead.
You guys are tiling the graves?
Yeah, we decided to tile it.
Okay.
It's easier than, painting it. You have to, paint it every couple of years. With probably tiles, you just need a good rub down every now and then, and it keeps it clean.
When we distributed what we needed to do for our father and for Uncle Irima, we decided that those of us who were working, the brothers and sisters, then we put money together to buy the headstones, and also to buy food as well. But all of us contributed to the food. Shirley is the one who's the organizer in the family, and she's also the accountant, so we left her in charge of running around at home, organizing the food, organizing the things that was required for the headstones. So she was actually responsible for that. Our nephew Donald, he works with his uncle Patrick for his company, Kokopo Plant Hire, but his uncle Patrick actually allowed him to work with us and drive Shirley around and drive us around to where we needed to collect stuff. Shirley? 17. Berarti kaya? Tahu lah. Yes, so this church building here was built in the, I think, early 1960s. This one here, Varvadoan Church. And the building at the back here is one of the projects my dad was, he was actually involved with it. He loved building buildings, so that's one of his projects. And it's quite old now inside. It probably needs replacing now. There's termites in the pillars. So the village people are trying their best to raise money to replace this church now. See there behind the 3 tuffa tanks? They're from the printing press that used to belong to the Methodist Church.
The stumps.
Yeah, the stamps, the printing press where they printed documents and, just magazines and, leaflets for the church. This where we're living in is called Bitabalada. So this was given to my grandfather and grandmother, my mom's parents, by the church after they retired from missionary work. 73, I think we moved up here. And then later on, my uncles actually paid for this piece of land. So we've been living here ever since we grew up. But my dad is from a village up the road called Relalar. And when he married my mom, and then he always lived here with us. So yeah. This is like Bubu's house and my sister Wendy's house up here. They built it after some time, and then Dad built that house up there for us, but he actually paid, because the piece of land just ends at the back of Wendy's house, so he actually paid a little bit more for that space to build a house in from one of the villages. So we're just walking up the stairs to his house. Even till the day he died, he never wanted to sleep anywhere else but his house here. He will always come in, sleep here, and then walk down, and we'll have dinner or breakfast together downstairs. Like he even suggested that back way into Wendy's house, and they involved an architect, one of my cousins, Henry Tolai, and he designed this house for Wendy. But Dad was quite involved in it as well. Yeah. So, yep, this is a simple home. Sorry, we haven't these are our place. Last time I was here, the tank was still on. Now there's no more water in the tank.
2011.
Yeah, 2011. Now there's things have grown over the steps as well. Because no one stays here anymore. My brother's gone up to around to be with his family, so yeah. When people die and children move away and the house just stands. All is left is memories.
Yeah, it's pretty strange coming up here since the last time, 2011. We were here with me and Nos and our other cousins, like JB and my mom, Auntie Shirley's kids. From time to time we come up here and we would sleep here as well. It's a strange feeling being back, like with him not being here. Like what Mom said, like, it's just like when no one's here. It's just like the memory of what used to be, and with Viia here gone now. It's like it's like it's not the same as it was before. But I think like it's just. It's a strange feeling. A lot of mixed emotions.
Dad used to sit on this one and thread his shell money. The shell money that we're going to use. So he'll sit here and just continue. He'd love to do that. Lie down on the bed as well. Our dad's name is Ainui Viia. He's from Ralalar village, which is a village further up inland. We are in the coast, living at the coast at the moment. And he actually got married to my mom, Jessie Much, in 1961. And they got married in Wunolu United Church, which is in towards again near his village, Ralalar village. And he trained as a teacher, primary school teacher, and my mom trained as a primary school teacher as well. And then they actually taught in mission schools then. Run by the Methodist Church and now United Church. And so I'm the eldest of 5 children, or 6 children. And we actually traveled all around while he was teaching, both mom and dad. And then we ended up here at Ralwan, the mission school. And then he actually continued on with teaching in the mission schools and then government schools, and then my mom was also teaching in mission schools, and then later went on to government school as well. Growing up with dad, and at the time, he left his village in Ralalar and spent most of his time where mom was, because we are from Ralwan, so he actually spent most of his life here. His life was with the church. He loved choirs and teaching choirs and anything to do with music. He always took part in. He'll teach choirs. We'll going for choir competitions. He loved building houses. That's his project.
Yes. He even taught a couple of people here in the village to read music and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just the type of person who just got involved with community work. And he was actually very involved with the church here as well. With my late uncle, Irima, who was doing the headstone for as well.
Community school, yes, we all used to get up, take off from here early in the morning, because we used to walk. That's up at Bitapetep. So we'll take off around 7 o'clock from the house. We don't wait at the road to catch bus. We'll just walk across along the road. But since he was a teacher, he had so many students, people that he taught. So when they see us along the road, they'll pick us up. If not, we walk all the way. But most of the time, we got picked up by his former students. Like for the duration of the time that I went to school at the community school, we never arrived late at school. We were always on time.
He was somebody who was always very proud of his students. I think all teachers do that. They're very proud of their students when they succeed in school. So he'll come and tell us about, I taught this one. He'll tell us he's a bright student, and
It's like
I
if
knew
he,
that one day he will do that. Yeah.
it's like if he meets one during the day, then the whole night we'll be listening to his
Stories.
story about this particular students.
One of his favorite students is like Gideon Kakabin, the late Gideon Kakabin, who's the founder of the NGI Historical Society. Because Gideon was actually a very bright student, and he was always proud of him. He'll always talk about him. And it so happened that before even Gideon died, like I would tell Gideon about Dad, and Gideon was always happy to talk to him as well. Yeah. So that when you were always with Dad, like Let and we all left. All of us, the children, we left primary school and went on to further our education. Wendy was the only one who stayed here. Further finished grade 12 and stayed here all this time with Dad. So when Dad died, Wendy was always with him, and we all came. But he was just someone who, should I say, he was always behind the scene. Like he'll do something, but never wanted to be in the forefront.
In the limelight.
In the limelight. But he'll do things and help things along. And his kind of personality too. He was a man of peace. Like if ever there was an argument, for example, when we bought the block at Varaapa, if there was any argument over land, he will try to solve it peacefully. And he never argued, even like if he was right. But if he knew that if it meant paying again for something that he has paid for to keep the peace, he would always keep the peace first. So that's the kind of person he was, and he installed that to us. Yeah. So like I can remember him saying that, even if you are right, the peace is always important. So keep the peace as much as possible. So I thought that was a good advice. That's something that I would like to impart on the boys, especially because I've only got sons. So I would like to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, mostly like Kuna have said, but he was a punctual man too.
Very true.
It wouldn't matter if he was the first one there or how long he'd wait, but whatever time that is set, he has to be there before then. So. That's something that I want to, I try to instill in my children too.
Actually, times. As for me, since that I stayed with Dad all through, most of the time since
we all left.
grade 4, 5, 6, I stayed with Dad and Mom, continued to high school, 7, 8, 7, 8, and 9, 10, I think it was only Mom did it to be away from us, but we stayed with Bobo here. 11, 12, which I left them here, down to Kerewat, and that was the end of my biro.
The ink ran out.
The ink ran out of my biro and it finished there. So that was 1981. 1981. One thing that both Mom and Dad were pleased about was I did assist them with the school fees, starting from Kuna, Darby, Shelley, and him. Me, I live in 2 plus, so I'm 1 plus. What will I say? It's something that 2 plus they talk about when they tell story with the friends regarding raising
As
up,
the children.
raising us up. And it's a bonus to me that tami ang mama solo said, "Bibi na limim all para susah mantem school fee blong mo."
Yeah, that's true. Because you were the one working.
First one to work. Yeah.
I said, when did your first pay is mine? Because I answered all the interview questions correctly.
But what will I say? All the years with, as Kuna said that I did stay with Dad all through the years from
When we all left
when
here.
they all left. I started work. My working career all in Kokopo, Rabaul, and then after eruption, Kokopo. So 30 plus years, yeah. I miss ni pretenda so. Yeah. But I enjoyed staying with mom and dad. Through some time, there were ups and downs within the family, but me one plumeri we wali tok lo mi sidan tasol mi no nap tok. Kalau karo si mi sidan tasol la mera remol tasol. Pinis lang.
That's one of your strengths.
Pinis lang yan ya. Wala pinis tok lo mi kira mi gulong bedroom em na ba mi karay. Mam dino nap karay long ay tok la. So when mom left us, I mean mom did struggle a bit, about 1 year.
What year was it?
She died in 2002,
2002.
27th of October, I think.
Yeah.
So 2002, 27th October. This plastic pneumonia, it was just how many months? March, April, May, June, July.
Started in March or something. Yeah.
Yeah, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 8 months. So, we didn't think that, I mean, it was too early for long losing Mipla. But, at the same Kunitok, Daddy was a strong man. Mipla losing mommy, but me strong net long look out in Mipla. Even though Mipla got all pikinini, but still he had the heart for all of us.
As any grandparent would. Yeah, I think we all miss our grandparents. There was one thing. When he came for holiday in Australia, him and Joanne, Wendy's daughter, 2005. Right. Came for holiday, and he's been to Australia before, you see. So that was way back. He was retraining at Gowling Teachers College. So and I wanted to show him around the place. So we hired a bus and we went down to Canberra. Didn't say anything, just sitting in the bus. Then I was trying to show him, okay, this is Canberra. He was just sitting quietly, and that's the mint. The mint is some. Oh no, I didn't say anything about the mint, but this is Canberra, and we were going around the roads in Canberra, and then he said, the mint should be somewhere here, and I said, what? The mint where they make the money for Australia? How did you know that? I was here.
I've been
They
here
showed
before.
I said, oh yeah, I forgot it. Forgot that you were here. And then, anyway, we came back another time, went up to Newcastle. And we drove, and I said, Dad, this is where I work, John Hunter Hospital. And this is Newcastle. He said, yeah, the city of smoke. I said, what? It used to be called the city of smoke. How did you know that? Well, I've been here before. And I said, what? I'm trying to show you all these places. And you've been here before. No place was new. And then later on that night, our Fijian friends came up. Aku, the player for Newcastle Knights before, is now playing for in England. Ainui's friend. So Aku's dad came and they brought cover. We were sitting around. Dad had cover. And I was just laughing at him. Yeah. But he came from a big clan. Like we call it Wunatarai or here, and clan. And usually in those days before, and even up until now, if you come from a big clan, like when anybody dies in the clan, it's something like you have to make sure that you involve everyone in the clan. So the one thing that Mom used to say to us was, love your dad, look after him when he's alive. Because if he's dead, if his relatives want him, they can have his body. You had him when he was alive, but every time he would go up to Rullar, he'll tell his folks, me, if anything happens to me, I want to be buried at Ralwana. So he used to tell them each time. So when he finally died, like nobody complained that, oh, why are we burying him at his wife's place? He's not from there. No, they respected his wishes, and so everything just went smoothly, which was good. But that was the main worry that Mom had before, so that you must look after him and make sure that he's from a big clan. So now I'm beginning to understand what Mom meant. Like I began to understand what Mom meant when he died, because this is the result of what's going to happen, like tomorrow. And so all our relatives from dead side are coming, and we involve them, and it's a sign of respect as well, and we involve them as a sign of respect, because I'm beginning to see how big his clan is. Some of these things I don't know because I've lived away since I was 18 years of age, but my sister Shirley, she comes and gets involved with everything here, so she understands more. And Wendy, because they live in the village, so I just ask advice from them.
So when did you feel like everything's going well with the preparation for tomorrow?
Yeah,
Satisfied?
everything is going well. Just by the look. Since this year you all came over from day one, when everybody came home, everything has been going well. But it's gonna be a big day, and I don't know, it will be the day that last day kan belum mipla belong bung na after how many years again ba mipla mas bung. I mean, only such occasions like this bring us together home. When there's no occasion, we are busy with all our bits and pieces. But kind time also everybody is home.
In the middle of this all, I just want to say, like, we are doing this big day blessing of the headstone for him and for Uncle Irima as well, my mom's brother. And usually we don't do these things together, but my dad and my uncle, they were actually very close in terms of working, involvement with the church, and anything, they would always do it together. They were very close, and it just so happened that they died 3 weeks apart. And when we were getting ready to do this headstone, all my brothers and sisters here, they said, we are going to do it for both of them, not only Dad, but both of them. That's where we are at today, and we are thankful for that.
So Dad has got 6 children.
Yes.
How many grandchildren?
How many grandchildren?
We'll start counting your fingers now.
18, and Peter has got 1, 2, 3, about 20 grandchildren. Yeah.
And great-grandchildren. Two, one.
No great grandchildren, just grandchildren. Yeah. And one of his.
Jesus.
Dabi.
Oh no,
Jesse.
great grandchildren. Sorry,
Yeah.
great grandchildren 2, or Jesse, and one on the way.
Yeah.
One of his grandchildren died in the same year with him. Dabi's daughter in July 2013, and then Dad followed in December to 26th of December 2013.
According to this flower in Blongin, the die Blongin, yeah. 26, Emmy passed away, but on the 25th, we had this Thanksgiving
Oh, the Christmas at the church.
at the church. I myself, I didn't go for service also because he was down, and it was also raining. He had his lunch, and I was doing the dishes. Me was mo plate, make it up no good. Try play the way what we call it, the fruit tree, 5 corner tree.
Oh, the one that was up there.
Let me put down. I ran inside. He was sleeping. I came in, he asked me, why are you coming in? I told him, no, Daddy. I'm just doing the dishes, but the tree fell down. It was a live tree. The tree fell down, and me Ronnie come inside, and me like checking me, that's all. I came up talking to me, I'm okay. And then, on the 26th, he passed away. So, ting below me walking out of Sololosem. That time, Diwai broke. And that was his time. But because it was Christmas Day, and because it was the Thanksgiving Day that we had, I mean, that
At the church.
had, he didn't want to disturb what had been planned for the day. So he left, he continued till
Stayed until the next
last,
day.
The next day.
yeah, the early hours,
Early
of
hours.
the 26th.
3 o'clock or 4
Yeah.
o'clock.
When the day came for us to have the memorial service, we were actually, I brought my friend home as well, like Sandra, to just be with us. Sandra is a very strong Christian lady, and we actually gave what we were doing, the headstone blessing, to God, to lead us in everything. In families, little things can go wrong as well. But I was thankful that my friend Sandra was there, and we were together. Most nights we'll just sit down and pray that to God to give us the blessing and give us the peace, so that when whoever took part in the memorial ceremony may just feel the blessing and the peace of God, and that was our main idea, and it did turn out that way, and I was very thankful. And then.
Behind my back or?
During the memorial service, it rained in the morning, but that didn't dampen the spirit of those that came up. And I'm really thankful to the people of Relwano community and those of our friends that came, and also to my my relatives, my brothers and sisters from my dad's side. My dad came from a very big clan, and it was a matter of utmost respect that we involved his clan and his nephews, his nieces, and to be involved with us, because without Dad, without them, we won't be around as well. So we were really thankful that they were there, and I think they were really happy to be part of Dad's headstone blessing as well. There was 2 songs that I requested to be sung during the headstone blessing, and these songs were taught by my dad. One of them is in the Kuanua hymn book, Wangun Wangun is the name of the song, and the other one is a common song. It's called Raumauma Imatuka. So this Dad was a choir master. He loved singing, and I also asked and requested the Relwana community, and I thank my brother-in-law as well, Benjamin Kawai. He got the Unolul Men's Choir, and while we were there, the group from Yelako Men's Choir took part, and Wunatagia Men's Choir took part as well. And we were just very happy because that's what Dad would have liked, because he loved singing.
Late Viia na late Leslie Irima.
Haribo, raur kakai ledia, mengen biata kai ledia, mengen biata kiri kodi, aura tukana tara kakai le bulang, yo haribo, aura kari dia mengen biata nukwa bo, raur tutana, kadi maku.
Wangun, wangun, awat laut karai wangun, wangun, kalera pite Varaapa, Varaapa, pite para lelu, ay mabir, ay langkana minama, langkawar magir, para tiraki akai leko, wapite Varaapa. One, two, three. Yeah.
While they were singing, as the elders in the family, it was up to me to do the speech. So I just made a speech and said thank you to everyone who came on the day, and I said thank you to especially my father's family, aside from my family, who came on the day as well, because without them, it wouldn't be that special.
Our relatives from that side, our tarpota di mabagile mga tayo na, idata pa itramutuay na papalum tay matuay babat, tay babat matamedat. Ainui Viia goyeri, we really appreciate your presence with us. Boy na to na bularero manakwaya ni nabatar kakailay goyeri, unaulun, mail kwaya, yalakwa, raluana. Una tagia, if I've forgotten someone, boy na to naman nakuha, kagudedi ka bededia, tena kakailay. Bakan na ibalong oredat, nakakailay ko eritan, na mga guguwarong ang kaliri mabulang I cannot say how much I really appreciate, we really appreciate so manakakailay ko eri. Boy na tuna. And we will continue to remember him through his songs, but most importantly, we should continue to praise God through the songs that he has taught us. Varaapa, abung piare bat nukpa kabe daddy and uncle ya pite para luluay. Maboy na tuna takawa pinot gayari. Boy na tuna paitale pinabeta balinam but boy na tuna. So thank you.
When we finished the memorial service, we all headed down to Wunakuru, which is just near the church, on the beach, on the church grounds. And again, I want to say thank you to Relwana United Church for allowing us to use the church grounds for this feast and shell money breaking. So every time at home, shell money is a big part of our community. And the idea of this shell money breaking at home at the end of the headstone blessing is to say thank you to those who helped with the headstones, and also people who see us putting the shell money into the baskets for as payment for those who did the jobs on the headstone, or those who helped with the cooking. And that's our custom in East New Britain. Others, relatives or even friends, they just get up as well with their shell money and they add on to the basket. And that's something very nice in the community.
Warung moto Viia. Kan lagi dikira apa kira dah mana nak? Kan dikira apa kira dah? Kari di turun ya. Buat dia tanoa. Bota kira dia, amana bol kaya to pa, mejo to laga, kare, ya po polo warung kare, ya turana dia tinawan, dia kare.
While we were there, I saw that, and I felt blessed, and I felt that I should thank them, because they actually added on to what we did for our dead, and it just made that day special for us. I was really thankful. So to you all who helped out, I cannot thank you enough, but may God return the blessings to you all.
Kay terbaik ko. Omane dia po kaya daban. Ora binabana. Tidak kaya binabana kaya tara Israel dia kawan ro dia ga kiro itu toma dia binabana tara bil. That's what his leadership is all about. Be happy.
Kayo ko luwa eh. Tayang tangan lah. Apa tayang? Ya. Okay. Kialir, okay. Abinon, William Kialir. William Kialir.
इधर बाहर हाँ जैकी के वेंटी टेबल पे लेके जे
William Kialir. Come on, Matikai. Vincent, lasut. Vincent, lasut. Come on, Nautol, Joshua, Simon. Joshua, Simon. Joshua, Simon. Harry. Oi, abun mai bata. Henry Nicholas. Harry Nicholas. Harry Nicholas.
So after we finished with the shell money, then it was time to hand out the food. And food and feasting is also a special part in our ceremonies like this at home. So we actually did all prepared all the food, pig, chicken, taro, you name it. And the main thing is to feed everyone who's there. And I hope that we did that day, and I think we did because there were lots of food left over. Not only our family prepared the food, but we also got help from others and friends and relatives. They actually they gave us food and other things in kind, including shell money, and that's just how our custom is in Rabaul, in East New Britain. We help each other out, and it was just overwhelming to see every one of them and us taking part. So to all of you who helped, thank you for everything that you helped out with in the last event that we did for our dad and also for Uncle Irin.
Bueno.
I could feel the peace, I could feel the sense of belonging, and I could feel the blessing on that day. And I was really thankful to God for making it a special and happy occasion, something that my family will never forget. So in this short film, it is just to remind my family and to just go back and reflect on what we did for our dad and uncle, and it's the last thing that we're going to do for them. And the main thing is those of us who are still around, and we need to know and strengthen our faith as well in our Creator. Thank you.
Yesu tagukala, winawala-wala turataray par. Ina pinawane naratagoyamay ngema, diwatanya bulabaya tadiyan. Mario, rokanataray, kayese, iyatamo. Mario, rokanataray, diwatanya bulabaya tadiyan. Anegeng-gegeng ragara mutupina takorpat, tarapong yasuna kure balidan. Manioro kanataray pidarut taranima, diwatang yang bulabaya tadiyan. Manioro kanataray, kayase, iyatamo. Manioro kanataray, diwatang yang bulabaya tadiyan. Ditatadiyan kaya suran nilang kalama, panikay ranera baru aminan. Maniyata keperana taragu kumagina, diwatang yang bulabaya tadiyan.